What's going on, guys? Don't make me put here. And today I wanted to give you an explanation on my Yardage chart, which I've published for the pro clubs now. So I'm currently on the pro clubs myself and decided to drop down because I'm basically sick and tired of getting random very slow and very fast. So this will be a perfect time to demonstrate what you need to do to set up your shots, to be able to set up the yardages for your own chart if you want to do it that way. So basically right now I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. Okay, so first of all you're going to search, and then you're going to type in just prac. That's all you're going to do. Type in prac and you're going to try and find this practice.2 course. So we're just going to do that. I think it's actually, I'm going to say prac. There we go. And then it should be, I think it's normally on the third page. So it's this one right here, practice.2. Now you notice that the greens are on firm, medium, fast, but that doesn't matter because we're going to set our own conditions, okay? So you do not want to be practicing wind on this course. I repeat, you do not want to be practicing wind on this course. You go to a course, an actual course that'll practice wind. Do not practice wind on this course because you will completely balls yourself up, okay? So what you want is you want the average conditions, so you want everything set to moderate, okay? And you obviously want zero wind, no wind at all. Now the reason why I set green speed to moderate is because it will actually, like it says on here, if you have it set on very fast, the ball will actually roll further, right? So you want normal conditions, moderate conditions, right? And you want everything set on moderate with the greens and the terrain as well. However, on this course, it's just a completely massive green, and that's what I'm going to show you guys right now. So then we're just basically just go into the match, and then we just hit it, and then we just begin the round. So what you want for this is 99% lies, and you will see on this course that once you get onto the green, you will get 99% lies. Now do not ever test your yardages off the tee. You will notice in the top right hand corner it is 100%. You don't want that. So we're just going to hit the driver right here just to start this off. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, alright, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to show you guys now where you put the where you put your loft in the loft box and determine, if you look at the yardage chart and to get the yardages, what I found in terms of moving the loft box. Right, so for example, let's go with a lob wedge right here. So if you want to move it to the A, you move it in the middle of the A, right in the middle. You see that's right on the middle of the A. So that distance right there will be, according to the yardage chart, that will be 91 yards. So if we hit this, you will see it goes exactly 91 yards. So that's what that is. Okay, now, so then you want the next one on the sheet, which is between the F and the A. Okay, so when you move this, right, what you want is to try and, you want literally the bottom of the line to be just at the tip of the A, and you'll see it's right in between the F and the A. Okay, so then for this, so if you look at the yardage chart once again, right, you'll see this one's 89 yards, right? So then we'll hit this club, and that one's 89 yards. See, so that's how I get that. Okay, so the next one is we're going to look at the F, right? So we're going to go back to the lob wedge. And then when we move this up, what we want is that the top of the line, the top of the line in the loft box, we want that to be lined up with the tip of the F at the top, and that's where the F would be in the yardage chart for the F. Okay, so this one says 86 yards, so we're going to hit this club this time. And that goes exactly 86 yards. Right, so the next one that we see on the yardage chart is above the F. Now what this means, if we just click on the yardage chart once again, is we want to move this up, and we basically want the tip of the line to be just on the edge of the tip of the F in fade. Okay, so if you see right now, the bottom of the line of the loft lines up exactly with the top of the F in fade. So this one says 85 for the lob wedge, so we'll just hit this one this time. And that one goes exactly 85. Okay, now we go to the next club, the next yardage in the distance. Okay, so this one says 83. For this one says for above W. Okay, so for this one, what we want to do is we want to once again and look at the bottom of the line for the any above yardages, and we're going to try and get the tip, the very top of the W. We're going to try and line that up just like that with the top. Okay, so above W says this time, this one says 83 yards, so we're going to hit this club. And that one goes 83 yards. So you see when it lands though, it'll actually come back because, but I've rounded it up to 83 because that's what it says after it's finished. Alright. Now obviously the one after that says full loft. So I'm not going to show you that, guys. I'm just going to show you the next distance in yardage. So if we look through my yardage chart once again, we're going to look through D loft this time. So as an example this time, we're going to go with the 99. Okay. So D loft D, so that's what this one is. Okay, so this time we're going to look in our loft box once again, and we're going to line it up, and we're going to look, the bottom of the line is going to line up exactly with the bottom of the D. Okay, so we're going to line that up exactly right there. So for 99, the D loft D, that says 149, so we're going to hit that one right here. Now you would notice sometimes, right, that when I've been getting my yardage will be off by maybe a yard or two, and that's because if I hit this club once again, folks, right, I've been trying to like round it off, so I've been hitting these yardages multiple times. So we'll just do this one again. So we're just trying to get it to the D, okay, and then we'll hit it again. And this goes 148. So, but you see, you know, it will differ sometimes. Some yardages, it will go like sort of like in between. So if you hit it ever so slightly, you know, up or down, it will change. It will make a difference to the yardage. So, but personally, you know, I've kept it at 149. That's what I do. So, anyway. Off to the next distance now. I was going to keep with 99, and when I look at the D, between the D and the E, this one says 150. So what you want to do to move it to this one, we're going to look sort of like in the middle of the line of the loft box. I'm going to try and move it exactly in between the D and the E, okay, and then we're going to hit this club. and that goes exactly 150. So as you can see, you know, sometimes you will have the exact yardage on the chart, but other times it will go a yard or two, only a yard off. Okay, normally it won't go any more than a yard off. Okay, so we're going to look at the next distance right now, and we're going to look at deal off E. Okay, so what for this one we're going to look at, I'll go back to the 99, and I'm going to look at the E. So basically you want the line to line up exactly in the middle of the E, and this one for example says 151, so we're going to hit this club. And that goes pretty much 151, but you know, you have to experiment. Like I said, sometimes you might be a yard off, but I've rounded it off because when I've hit it multiple times, I've majority of the time got 151, so that's what I've done. Alright, so next one we're going to look at below E now. So we're going to look at the 99 once again. And what we want is the top of the line to line up with the bottom of the E. So just like say that. So this yardage says 153. So then we're going to hit this club. And that goes exactly 153. So that's basically how I line up my yardages, folks. So you basically use the words fade and the words draw in everything that you hit. Okay. I've also got some carry yardages. I will just quickly go over that. So like we'll look at, for example, the lob wedge once again. So the carry means what the carry distances of that club, like it says in the top right hand corner. The full means what that club goes when it hits this. So I'm just going to show you that quickly right now. So this one says, for example, 94. And it goes 94. See, so what that means is the full yardage of that club. Okay. So then finally, the one other thing that we're going to look at is what the carry distance means underneath the full loft. Okay. So what we're going to do this time is we're going to look at the 8 iron, for example, and we'll see the carry distance underneath the full loft says 148. What that means is it will land at 148 before it goes to 151. Okay, so what we're going to do is going to completely fully loft this club, and then we're going to show you where it lands in the air. See, pretty much exactly 148, 147. So I've rounded that off. So that's my full explanation, folks, for my yardage chart. Obviously, you may get different distances to me. Of course, whatever you do, don't practice the wind on this course. What you want to do is you want to go to a course and try and practice wind as best you can, but this is by far one of the best courses that you can find to try and find out your yardages. I hope that explains that as much as I can. I hope you first of all, I would like to say I do hope you found this video helpful. I do hope you found my yardage chart helpful. That is in the description below, and join me. Obviously, remember once again, tomorrow night it will be the Colour Golf match. I hope you tune in for that, and until the next time, remember, have a great day, take care, and join me for the next video.